Ross, how did you assess that win?
Yeah, taking a move on. Yeah, started really well, jumped out, it was really high tempo. I think it was only 50 around the ground stoppages, so really open game, really quick, so we really had to take we had a few really hard surface Eddie had, so and we had a cork calf come off McFarlane, so he was a cork. We had a couple tighten up through the calves, so we just spoke about controlling the tempo of the game. We just kicked it around. It just meant we didn't go in as much, didn't score, and lost a little bit of ascendancy in the last quarter. So, yeah, look, when the game was up for grabs, I thought we were fantastic. So it was never in doubt from there, I wouldn't have thought.
So that just being a cork McFarlane, do you know sort of how bad it is? Is he in any doubt for next week?
Yeah, well, if you think you're corked, you'll probably be in some doubt, yeah.
Any indication as to how serious it is, or is it too early?
It's by degrees, isn't it? I said it's corked, it's serious enough that he might miss. I'm not sure if I can elaborate much more.
What are the other options, Johnson? Is he pretty likely
I think
to
he's a
come
good
back?
option, yeah.
Is he likely to come back, though? Where are you at with his...
Yeah, he was super today. Yeah, he trained this morning. Trained really well. The plan's been to bring him back this week, regardless of whoever it was. So, yeah, we'll decide do we bring him back through Peel or we bring him in. So that's a decision we'll make in the course of the week.
Any other injury concerns today?
No, pretty good, I think. Yeah, no, pretty. There was some tightness, so we backed it off a bit. We're playing on really quickly, particularly second and third quarter. We just slowed it right down to last and lost some momentum. And they were pretty good, the Saints. They kept coming in young groups, so they'd be pretty pleased with their finish. We're pretty pleased with our dominant start, and particularly at half-time. And really in the third quarter we won, so we won 3 out of 4 quarters. I think coming into state, they're a dangerous team. They've knocked us over the last couple of times. But they're a team in transition. We're a team on top of the ladder. So, yeah, you'd think you'd come into state and win well, and we did.
Aaron Sandilands and John Griffin sort of standing up and taking a couple of strong marks early and kicking a couple of goals in the first half. Is that a focus, or were they...
Well, it's a byproduct of what we wanted to do, push forward. Every team does it. They're up and pushes forward. It becomes an athletic contest of decision-making. And yeah, but they were pretty strong, weren't they? They were pretty good marks. So, yeah, we'd like them to put some pressure on the opposition like they did. They were good.
What did you make of Alex Silvani's game?
Yeah, I thought he was solid, wasn't he? I thought he, as Alex does, a couple of big collisions. So, yeah, really pleased. Come in, fill the breach, grab an opportunity. You know, because we've been under pressure with our tall back stocks all year. So, really no Dawson, no Silvani all year. And then we lost Johnson for a significant amount of time. I think that, I don't think it's been glossed over, but it's not a sexy story to write. But from our end, to see Alex Pearce grow, and you know, he's going to be a really good player, that young man. So either end, and I thought he was really good again today. And Ibbetson's grown. So and Main we've used down back. So it's really important that they're coming back at the right time of year.
How eager are you for next week's game?
No more than this week, to be truthful. I know it's going to be written up, and from our end, we just want to keep improving our footy. I've never really got caught up in the derby. I think what's important is the state does, the whole town does, all the media get caught up in it and ride it. We're excited about that, but internally we need to stay focused and really prepare in the same manner, and that's what we do every week, to be truthful. So there's four games to improve our footy. That's just another one. We're in pretty good shape. Fife will play as it stands today. If that changes, we'd let you know. Johnson will play as long as we select him. So, yeah, we continue to build.
What's it doing? Living in Melbourne, obviously we're not seeing what it's doing in Perth, in West Australia. What is it? What impact is it having you and Eagles on top of the ladder?
I'm not. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a very exciting time for WA footy, isn't it? Two really strong clubs, 1 and 2 on the ladder, but with plenty to go. I think both. I'm here to represent Fremantle, so I'm not sure the Eastern States are too happy the Western Australian team's on top. But it's incredibly difficult from Perth. I think we need to acknowledge the challenges we face, but we use no excuse, and we take what's put in front of us, and we work really hard. And both clubs have worked really hard, and there's a fair bit of the journey to go yet.
The all-time head-to-head record with West Coast, you could draw level if you win this derby. Does that mean anything?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Doesn't mean anything to you personally?
Well, let's think it's for our fans and members. They're the establishment club. We're the little kid on the block. We're growing. We've still got a bit of growing yet to do. So, look, it's another 4 points to be won. I think the 4 points are important for both teams, but yeah, no more or less.
A few of their guys in doubt for the derby. How do you sort of prepare for them with some of those?
Always prepare for their best. Thank you.
Thanks.